Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chris with the Sea. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. RedCat Valkyrie, really like this truck. As you know, didn't really have many problems with this truck when we took it out for his first run. There were a couple of little things that I needed to fine tune, and yeah, basically when we got the truck, I ran it on, it was on the Saturday we took it out with Larry. We went up to Old Dusty. I had a great time with the truck. There was a few things that I spotted and I thought to myself, well, do you know what, we can improve on this. So last time, before we took it up to Garth Park, now before, what I actually did there was swap the servo out and added my own servo. So I've now got a JX EcoBoost 21 kilogram servo in there. That's really improved the steering. But one of the issues I had while I was driving the truck though, and did notice around Garth, and it's quite, you know, common for me to notice things because I run trucks there on a regular basis. I know what it should perform like, how it should handle, is I noticed the front end of the truck didn't want to kind of spring up back. So, you know, give yourself an example, okay? When we're braking, let's say we're coming into a corner, the front end of the car would dip, all right, but it takes a while for it to come back up. Now the rear suspension seems great, no problem at all, but the front just didn't seem, it's very lazy. Now I could do a few things here to actually improve the suspension, but I did see on a Reddit and a Facebook page that apparently these replacement shocks that come with the truck, okay, Larry actually got in contact with RedCat and they replaced them free of charge because there was an issue with the ball ends. Okay, that was number one. Basically the ball ends were screw on, they were actually just captured. They were, you know, you couldn't, if you snap one, that was the end of that, you couldn't run it. But what someone pointed out, and I can't remember the guy's name, if he's watching the video, thank you very much for pointing this out, is he actually tried by fitting the front shocks, the spare front shocks on the front of the Valkyrie. So I want to do a proof of concept video here to see that, you know, if that is the case. And then further down the line, I'm going to have a look at what Razor and Larry have done. They've actually removed the shim from the diff because the drivetrain seemed a little bit tight. Okay, and as it happens, you know, mine seems pretty good. I haven't really got an issue with mine here. So it could be a case of maybe mine is broken itself in or something like that. But I am going to look at possibly removing the shim and see if we can quieten the car up a little bit. Right, 2.5 millimeter. I'm going to put my glasses on. 2.5 millimeter. Now the part number for this, guys, as I'm undoing this, is RER 32521. All right, so I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but they're the replacement shocks, the rear shocks for this Valkyrie. Now I'm thinking if I can actually just swap the shocks over, and it's going to be as easy as that. So you just give it, right, before I take the screw out, once again, as you can see, the rebound on the shocks is terrible. I think possibly the spring rate at the front of this truck is maybe wrong. So if I can replace the shocks, and it'd be as simple as actually doing so, 2 screws out. Okay, so that's one shock out. Let's put one out of the pack in. Fingers crossed, this should be a nice easy fix and cheap as well at the same time. I'm not looking forward to taking the diffs apart, I'll be honest with you. Now, a funny thing to mention here, don't know if I can pick that up on camera. So this is the new one. It's actually got yellow on the springs, so it is a... Okay, so I think, personally guys, the spring rate on the front is the issue here, because it does look on the rear of the truck, they've got a different spring rate on there. So I'm thinking by adding the rear shocks to the front, we might possibly have solved an issue here. And I'm hoping it is as simple as that. Let's put the screw back in. Now I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you obviously watching all the videos, guys. All the likes, shares and subscribes go on the channel. Truly amazing, absolutely epic, and I'm thoroughly enjoyed talking to you in the comments. Guys, we are on the precipice of 3,500 subs. It's all down to you guys. You know, all the participation in those comments are really what's making the channel. You know, I can record videos all day long, but if it wasn't for you guys sticking around and watching them and wanting to be part of this little community we've got built up, it would be a little bit pointless, wouldn't it? So there definitely seems to be a little bit of improvement going on by there. So let's take this one out. I'm also going to be showing you guys, as you've probably seen in the community tab, I am building up a workshop at the moment for me to do my videos. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected because I am going to have to wait to get electric for the workshop. And also I need to fully insulate it before I start moving all electrical goods in. Yeah, so see, there's no yellow on there on this one either. So again, take that one off. Let's have a look. So there wasn't yellow on this one. Is there a reason why they? Don't know. Anyway, let's just put this one on. Let me just check the length. They seem about the same as well. Let's just press. Look at that, guys. What a difference here. So whether it's the springs, I'm unsure, because the actual shocks themselves seem roughly about the same. But straight away, and that's just, you know, playing about with it by there now, I think we're on a winner here. What I have got a battery charging in the background. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. But the plan is here is to charge a battery. We'll head up to Garth, same place I mentioned about the shock issue. And we'll go run the car. And I can give you an idea of whether it's better or not. I have also, by the way, changed over now to an EC5 on the ESC. I've turned the BEC values up on the ESC up as well, just to kind of give that servo that little bit of an extra push. There you go, and that screws in there. I'm hoping now I shouldn't have any issues with handling. And I realised that basically the car needed just a little bit of working on. Nothing major, huge difference. That front end is massively better. In fact, it feels a little bit better than the rear. So I might add a little bit of preload there. Yeah, I'm good with that. Suspension seems nice and firm now. I wanted to dip a little bit, but obviously be able to return quickly. So yeah, long short, I pretty much know what the answer is here. The rear shocks, if you did come with this service pack that RedCat has sent out, it's worth doing, guys. Now, what else was I going to say? There was one more thing. Oh, battery straps. I'm going to pause the video 2 seconds because these battery straps, that was another thing I noticed. They were a little bit short. I'm going to go and have a quick look in my toolbox to see if we've got better battery straps here. And we'll go from there. I'll come back now. Right, okay guys, as you can see, come to Garth now. Got the RedCat Valkyrie 4S. As I say, what I've done now, all I've done to the car is changed over those front shocks for the rear shocks that got sent out as a replacement. Now I want to see basically, like for example, when we were coming off the edge here, the front end of the car would dip down and kind of slap on the floor. So yeah, basically that's the plan now, is just to kind of see if the car handles a little bit better. And the good thing is a little bit dry here today as well, so we should grip up quite nicely. Grass is nice and low, so I will give it a rip up and down there. I'm going to put the head cam on a second and then we'll start going through. How's that? See what it's like. Right, okay, so RedCat Valkyrie MT, guys. I've only run this twice since having it. I mean, I've been so busy with the channel and a few things at home, trying to build up my workshop. So, yeah. Battery we're using is 8000 mAh DXF 130C, so plenty of power. I have changed the connectors over to an EC5, so it should make things a little bit easier. Rather than running adapters. I couldn't find any battery straps, so I am going to be using the ones that came with the car second, unfortunately. Not particularly fussed on these, but I am going to order a set. Guys, if you know of a nice set of battery straps I can add to the vehicle, please let me know in the comments. Obviously, ideally in the UK, so I don't have to pay for shipping charges. Handset I'm going to be using is my trusty RadioLink RC8X. I do need to give this a bit of a clean because I've been out with it a few times recently. Where we to? Valkyrie MT. Confirm, turn the car on. Yeah, we got steering. As you can see, way better with the steering there, guys. Definitely better since adding the different servo in there and up in the back on the SE. Guys, if you don't know what I mean by that, okay, get yourself a Hobbywing program card, have a look at the max 10 settings and turn up your BEC voltage from 6 volts to 7.2. Makes a hell of a difference with your steering and also your fans, keeping the motor cooler. It's just a head cam. Okay, so fingers crossed. Definitely better on the front end. Whoa, so much grip here today. So quick, these Valkyries. Plenty of grip. Front end isn't digging in as bad. Much better. Get it right up there, Shree, and give it a good rip down. We need these in the UK bad. There's so many people missing out on them. Rips, honestly, they rip. It's such a quick little car. I say little, it's the size of a big rock, 3S, so relatively big size wise. So I think we're definitely getting to the point where Diff tuning is the only issue now. Take it right up here. Whoa, squirrely as hell. Oh my God. Let's have a look at the stone. Is the car all right? Yeah, car is fine. No issues there. Look at this stone that was just plonked there, guys. Really. So that was... Car's still all right though. Yeah, tough old cookie. Whoa, definitely slippery. Grip rolling. That's how much grip we got, guys. It was actually sliding about here last time, if you remember. Let's give it a rip down the field. Okay, big improvement. Only issue, I've actually got too much grip now, if anything. I mean, if that is ever a thing. Instead of the front end giving away on me. Right. Plenty of get up and go. Awesome. Okay, so if you are watching the video and you're on the fence about what to do with the front shocks, I can definitely recommend adding a set of rear shocks to the front. It seems like what RedCat have done, I don't know if they sell the front springs as something you can purchase. I would imagine they definitely probably would have. But if you had a set of rear springs on the front, you should have problem solved. And that's obviously going to be cheaper than buying a full set of shocks. Now, I can't tell you what the pricing is, unfortunately, because again, I don't want to seem like I'm harping on about the same thing over and over again, but you can't actually buy these trucks in the UK. Those tyres have got so much grip. Let's see if we can go off here. Much better. Hell of a difference with them shocks, because that would have really hit the floor hard, but plenty of get up and go. Wicked little car for park bashing. I want to chuck this off a ramp now, I think. See how he holds up. Whoop. Caught the moss. Whoop. I think that's a battery connector come undone. Let's have a little look, shall we? No. No. We lost power then for some reason. Give it a good rip down this hill. Turn in, brake. Lovely, 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 lovely. I'm going to bring it back a sec because I'm going to adjust these front shocks. In fact, I think I've got a little bit too much suspension on the front going on. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so just check the car over quickly. Just make sure everything's working okay inside. Tons of leaves. Don't know what just came undone, mind. Nice bit of heat in the motor and the AC. Not too warm though. I'm going to loosen off the front shocks ever so slightly. Just dial in these shocks a little bit. It is cold here today, mind. So obviously, there you go. That seems nice. That seems nice by there. Right, okay. Connector's holding up. That's everything fine there. Body looking okay. It's a tough truck. I mean, I really just wish RedCat would come to the UK market, because you got me sold. I mean, this is only the 4S truck. I'm dying to try the Vigilante out. Right, be back now. Right, let's give it a rip up the hill. And pull it back down. I do love this truck, man. Honestly. Plenty of get up and go, plenty of power. The hobby wing system is awesome. The motor is way more power than you actually need. Cracking bit of kit. Right, okay. Let's give it a little rip around on the corners here, shall we? Wicked little truckies. As you can see, he's handling way better. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right, okay. Let's give it a couple of sends off this wall. Battery's cut itself out again, slapping hard on the floor by there. Just check over the connectors. So I'm thinking, guys, that one of the cables has come out with the receiver, jumped out. So I'm going to see if I can quickly repair this while I'm here, just to finish off, because so far I'm absolutely loving this truck. But it could be where I've jumped off our wall. One of the receiver plugs has decided to move. So see what happens now. It's only 4 screws, and I believe you also got to just loosen off a screw on the servo horn. But I've got no signal. I mean, the car's off a sec, but I've got no signal on the handset. Okay, so can I get into it from there? It's a question. I think the answer to this is no, guys. And this is very unfortunate if it is. Okay, so I've managed to get that out. Let's turn the car on, shall we? See if it can bounce up. Okay, so we have signal. It does look like a loose plug. So I might probably, let's turn the gyro down. I think what I'm going to have to do is add a piece of foam in here. So where it's slapping on the floor, I've got a feeling it's knocking the receiver out. But we have got power here a second, so that's quite good. And maybe I'll knock this off quickly now. We can get the car back up running. That'd be nice before we head back home. But yeah, it could be the way when I'm jumping the car that it's causing the receiver to not. I don't know. I've never had that happen actually, where a receiver knocks itself off. So don't know, really don't know. Right, let's turn this over. I've got that in one place. I'll tell you what, recently I have had to use my tools when I'm out and about, mind. It's starting to get dark now as well. Just want to finish off this battery pack and call it a day. But yeah, a piece of foam underneath that receiver, I think, is going to be the answer to all that problem. I've never actually had that happen to me previously, but it could be that it's slapping on the chassis here. I will say, one thing I have noticed is the quality of the plastic parts on this truck. Absolutely tremendous. Really, really good. I've had a few tumbles so far, and it just kind of shrugs it off. There's another one in. Right, okay. Just screw up the screws. It's nice and quiet here today. Really nice and quiet. But let's talk about the car. I I'm not sure I want to go into the diffs. The car's performing brilliantly. Tyres, this tread pattern I thought being quite soft, I'd start seeing signs of wear on them, but nothing as yet. So that's nice. As for, right, let's put these cables back in. So we are orange, there, blue, and then I believe it's yellow. I think I've got this right. No, I haven't. So it's yellow, then blue. Like so. Okay, plug the car back in. Yep, we got steering. There you go. Body clips in. And then we'll finish off this battery pack. Funny thing is, going from using the sledge the other day to using an actual Hobbywing ESC again, I think I've made my mind up on, whoop, no, that's reverse. Oh, great, marvellous. I think I've made my mind up on which way I'm going to go with this. I think we need to get another Hobbywing 8BL 150 G2. Let's turn the car off. So maybe swap this one. That's a that, that's a that. Have we got forward power? That's the question. Yep, we've definitely got forward power. But you can definitely feel the difference with the Hobbywing is where I was going with it before the truck rudely interrupted us. Right, sorry about that, guys. Battery died on the camera, so just need to swap that over quickly. As you can see, the truck is working back fine again. Definitely ripping again. I am noticing it spinning the front wheels up a lot, so there's definitely some diff tuning that needing doing. I think that centre diff definitely needs looking at. Done it again. Done it again. Something clearly not right with our receiver. Don't know why the hell it's doing this. Any slaps on the front, and well, actually on the rear. So when the rear end is, I don't know. It's not in. Don't know. That's an odd one. You've got me confused here. Come on, RedCat, sort your shit out. Now this isn't the truck's fault. I got a feeling this is a rogue receiver. Don't know. Red flashing light once again. Oh, see, it's not because... Right, okay, so we're back up and running. I think it's something to do with the gyro feature, guys, if I'm honest. I just turned the gyro down and all is well. So I'm probably going to swap this receiver out. That's the first bad one I've had. It was a cheap one I found on AliExpress, so that could answer some of my issues. I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking it. It's just the head cam again. But yeah. As you can see, it's back ripping. There's no issues there. So it's maybe the gyro feature that's playing up. It's going really dark now. Whoop. And that's LVC, guys. That is LVC, that's Murder She Wrote. I'm going to drain all the life out of this battery. There you go, and she's gone. Right, okay, so we've established the suspension is a great success. If you've got the service pack that come with the RedCat Valkyrie that RedCat has kindly sent out, in my case, sent out to Larry and then brought to me. The rear shocks on the front make a difference. Will the springs on the front be better? I'm not sure. I have got an issue with my receiver, not the one RedCat gave me, but my own receiver, so I am going to try and do something with that, because I noticed I knocked the gyro off on my RC8X and that did make a difference. Car though is holding up marvellously. I am probably going to do some diff work on it, because I have noticed it's spinning the front wheels up a lot. But what I don't want to do is turn it into a wheelie monster and take away the fun I'm having on the floor. Because if it spends all this time on the rear wheels, well, you kind of lose the attraction of bashing it around on the floor. Now, there's a big following for these trucks. People bashing these about in the air and stuff. I want to get to that point. But I did notice these shocks needed some work, so that's why I've gone and done what I've done. Battery is warm, ESC, kind of warm. Motor, no warmth at all, but that's because obviously we've turned the back up and now the fan is blowing it. And we are in the middle of winter here. Well, I say winter, autumn. It's not really winter just yet. Drivetrain is really noisy, so I think I'm going to have a look at the video that Larry and Razor RC have done about obviously taking the shim out of the diffs, because apparently you don't even need it and it picks up a little bit more speed. But overall, super happy with the truck, okay? Not disappointed in any shape or form. It's a tough little cookie, these things. You can actually purchase a variant of this truck. It doesn't look anywhere nice as this, mind, I'll be straight with you. In the UK, guys, I've seen them on various websites here in the UK under the guise of PD Racing. It's just not going to be as nice looking, to be honest with you. I mean, but you will get the same driving experience, I think. Let's go heads up. Right guys, RedCat Valkyrie MT, absolutely awesome little truck. Really, really happy with the way it is performing and how it's looking. I've got no issues with it in the slightest. Like I say, it is a receiver issue with the car. I think when the car's gone full compression like so, what's happening is maybe something to do with the gyro. I turned the gyro down and I had no issues after that, but then again it went into LVC. But overall, this is one tough little cookie and it's definitely a keeper. I love the tyres. The tyre tread pattern is absolutely awesome. Got no issue there. I thought they would wear down a lot quicker, but they haven't. Steering is way better on the truck now. I've added my own servo. Chassis underneath, oh, let's have a quick look. A few little marks, nothing major. But overall, just a perfect little 4S truck. How this drives is definitely on par with the 4S Outcast, if not better, in my opinion. But price to performance, this is definitely the better option. Now, yes, okay, I have made a few changes, all right? But for example, the front shocks, oh, by the way, much better now, much better. The front shocks actually came with the truck, so I can't really account that into it. Other than that, all I've done is put a 13-pound servo into the car. Bought it off AliExpress, changed it over. I have added my own handset, but I do that with every single truck that I buy. Overall, super happy with the way the truck's performing. And that shock upgrade is definitely a hell of a thing. As you can see, it's quite dark here now. I'm going to head off home. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Massive thank you for watching all the videos. Honestly, I go on about this all the time, and I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but majorly happy to have you on board. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, please hit the sub button. It costs you nothing and means the world to me, and honestly, I really do appreciate every single one of you. If it's something you'd like to see on the channel, again, I'm trying to get through all my cars systematically. Let me know in the comments. Till next time, guys, check the box for more videos. Stay awesome. I'll catch you later.